Desala. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for 10 years. And so on my channel, I talk about fashion business, being a fashion designer, running a business in Nigeria, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes talk about myself. A big shout out to all the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you very much, and I hope you stay tuned to the channel. In my experience of owning and running a boutique, when it comes to hiring people and getting people to work within your boutique, I have been fairly lucky. I haven't really had a lot of bad experiences. I won't say I've had a lot of horrible experiences really, but 2021, I've had some experiences back to back that has never ever happened to me before in my life. And today I think I am going to share them because as a business owner, I believe that a lot of business owners go through some of these things, and these are challenges for a lot of business owners. I had a subscriber call me some months ago and kind of like had the same complaint as well, not knowing that, and I was giving him advice and not knowing that I was also going to experience the same thing like 2 months down the line. So basically, I had someone who was working for me here in my store, and she's been with me for a while. So in February, in February, actually, 1st of February to be precise, she told me that she wanted to give me 1 month notice for me to look for someone else, that she wanted to leave, and she didn't want to tell me she was leaving earlier because she knew that December, January were my very busy months. So she knew that I wouldn't be too happy about it because she was quite good. She was really good. And I said, okay, normally I have 2 people in the store at the same time, and the second person who is normally in the store, had to go back to school at some point last year to just complete her whatever it is she was completing. And she said to me, please don't give my space to someone else because I'm going to come back. So I was like, okay, no problem, that's fine. And it even works out for me, you know, let's just manage one person till you come back. And since this one person has been with me for a while, I trust her, I know her, you know, we're used to each other and all that. So now she tells me she's leaving, I have to look for someone else, then I start looking for someone else. And because I don't really change stuff, I don't change my employees that often, I had to like, whenever I have to do it, it's a bit overwhelming because I have to start going through agents and all those things basically. So I did a couple of interviews. I wasn't satisfied with people I met with, but eventually someone referred someone to me, and you know, I liked her and everything. There was a video I did earlier this year and I was so furious. Basically, I'm just going to summarize whatever she did. She, you know, she looks the part for my business in terms of physical appearance, you know, spoken English, and you know, just how, you know, I wanted my sales assistant to represent my business when customers walk in. She fitted the description, she fitted the part, and yeah. And then I found out that, you know, fitting this description is different from someone that is willing to work. You know, this person just wanted to come to work and not really do anything and just, you know, attend to customers, go home, whether the things they're supposed to do, the things that are in her job description, whether they're done or not, doesn't really care on social media from morning till evening. You know, we just had some issues messing with my camera, closing work before the closing time, covering my camera with with stuff so that I don't see what time she leaves, so that she can say that the camera was faulty, the camera I've used for years. You know, it was just really, really messy. And then every time I wanted to fire her, she'd give me some excuse, and I wasn't comfortable with her anymore. And I got someone else. The second person I got, within 2 weeks of working for me, I'd come into my store, she'd be eating like local street food in Nigeria. If you want me to mention the names, or well, I don't need to mention the names. I'm sure you Nigerians, you know some of the street foods that we eat that have like some really, really strong smell. You know, she'll be eating that kind of food in my store. You know, when a customer comes in, that's what they can smell in the air, which is not it at all. It's not okay. And I think the biggest issue I had was she and the customer stole from me. So basically, the customer came in to buy clothes, and the customer saw the price tag, wore the clothes, and it was a perfect fit. There was no alteration, no adjustment that needed to be done. And she asked the girl, "How much is this?" And then she's like, "Ah, eh, I don't even know what went wrong, but all I know was that the customer did not pay complete funds for the the garments that she bought. She wore the dress out of the store without um, collecting a receipt. Um, she didn't leave her phone number. She didn't leave her name. Nothing. So she's basically untraceable. So this girl, I'm asking her, you know, why did this happen? And then she's like, oh, the customer said she was in a hurry. She gave me some flimsy excuses. So between her and the customer, I don't know if the customer actually paid, because the customer paid cash, and I don't normally collect cash. So it was a very, very tricky situation. And I just, I just let her go there and then. Eventually, I got another person, and this is back to back. I'm telling you, this is literally back to back. I got another person, and then this person comes in. This one literally spends exactly 7 days. Literally 7 days. When I got her CV was so on point. She said she could do this. She was good at content creation. She was good at digital marketing. She was this, that. And when she came for the interview, she spoke so well. She did so well. And, because of everything and all her qualifications and everything, I agreed to pay her what she wanted to earn as a salary. So the following week, I said, okay, I came in to train my staff, and we started. And I noticed that at every point in time, she would say, oh, please, can I sit down? Every single point in time, please, can I sit down? She'll stand up later on, please, can I sit down? She'll stand up later on. And the thing is, we're going through the store. I'm showing you stuff. I'm showing you things. You sitting down doesn't really work for me, because I'm standing to show you certain things within the store. It's quite a big store, so we have to walk around and show you certain things. So, and then I had to ask her, because I noticed the sitting down thing some days prior to this time. And I said, what's up with you and this sitting down every single time? And then she goes, I have diabetes. And I'm like, what? How old are you? Like, they're having diabetes. So I sat her down, I spoke to her. You need to lose weight, you need to change your diet, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to care yourself more, be more conscious of what you're doing, blah blah blah. Anyway, long story short, I think what ended that for me was I had an appointment with one of my very, 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 very good customers. And when I say very good customer, I mean literally very, very good customers. I have quite a few of them that when they call me, they want to come to the store, they want me to attend to them. They don't want my sales assistant to attend to them. They want me. And I don't mind. I will come and attend to you and do whatever it is that you want me to do for you because they are paying me well. So I came to the store that day and then she started trying on clothes, and as the customer's trying on clothes, you know, you're standing, you have to attend to her. You're taking clothes to the changing room, you're taking clothes out of the changing room, you know, you're helping out with the zipper. Yeah. My staff kept on sitting down. My customer was with me for over an hour, close to an hour and a half. She sat down more than 5 times. I was mad. When the customer was done, I was the one that started packing the clothes for the customer, folding the clothes, putting them in the carrier bag, writing up the receipts and all that. And she was just sitting down and standing up and sitting down and standing up. And when the customer left, I had to sort some things out and, you know, just sort some things out within the store. And when I was leaving, I said to her, I don't think you're physically fit to do this job. She said, oh, no, I'm physically fit. Excuse. That day goes by. The next day, the day prior to that, a customer had come to pick up some clothes and she needed some minor alterations that needed to be done. And the customer called me and said, are my clothes ready? Can I pick them up from the store? Because this is a customer that I know as well. And I said, oh yes, you can pick them up from the store. And I called her and said, okay, please get X, Y, and Z's clothes ready. She's coming to pick them up right now. And then she goes, which clothes? I'm like, the clothes that you sold to X, Y, and Z on X, Y, and Z day. And I said, oh, I forgot it at the workshop. I'm like, so what do we do now? This lady is going, she's traveling out of the country tomorrow morning. What do we do? Anyway, it was a total roller coaster. By the time the customer, I had to leave whatever I was doing, I had to start running up and down the place, helter skelter, trying to get close to the customer. When the customer finally gets the clothes, she now calls me and tells me that no alteration was done. I had to leave wherever I was the following morning, run to the customer's place, get the clothes, go and sort them out before she leaves for the airport. It was so hectic, it was so crazy, it was something else. So basically, if I didn't know that lady, if I didn't know that customer, I would have lost that transaction. I would have lost that sale. It was really, really bad. I'm like, within 7 days, and this has happened. 7 days of working, that's 1 week of working in my business. All this, so what happens if we go further than this 1 week? At that point in time, I just said, you know what? I need to let you go. And I let her go. And luckily for me, a few days later, I found someone else who has been with me for some months now and seems to be very okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, as a business owner, employing people can, especially on this side of the world, it's crazy, it's mad, it's something else. If you have to be on top of whatever it is you're doing. You really, literally, I used to run 2 stores simultaneously before, and jokes apart, it affected my health because I was running from pillar to post. You get a manager is very hard when you get someone from outside who doesn't really know the processes. But when you get a manager within the business, someone who has been within the business and knows how the business works and knows how the systems and process, how they run, they are in a better position to be a manager for the business. And when you get these people to be a manager for the business, after a while, they start feeling cool and they start feeling like, they're doing you a favor. So you literally have to be on top of it every single time, which can really, 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 really be overwhelming. Literally overwhelming. I know a lot of business owners go through this, and I'm sharing my own today. When it comes to hiring people in Nigeria, it is not the easiest thing. It is not the easiest thing. You find all kinds of people that would lie in their CVs that they can do this, they can do that, they can do this. You go through agents, all these agents, to be honest with you, they send to you for interviews, they pick 90% of them off the road. Someone is looking for a job, they don't even know their background, they don't know where they're coming from, they don't know anything, they just send them to you. They don't care. All they just want is their commission. And you are the one that is there. When anything gets missing, the last time I lost money in my business was in the early days of my business, my first year in business. That was the last time I lost funds in my business because my sales assistant sold a garment to a customer for more than what I was selling it and didn't give the customer a receipt and said the customer was in a hurry. Unfortunately for her, the customer came back and told us to open up the dress a few months later, saying that she had gained weight, and she was like saying how she loved the dress so much. Unfortunately, I was in the store that day when the customer came. She said she loves the dress so much, she doesn't want to give it to anybody. She was just open it up a bit for her, open up the allowance a bit so it can be her size again, and that and that and that. And I'm like, oh really? And then somebody just goes to ask me, like, how much did you pay for this dress? And she told me, I was like, what? You paid this? And then I went back into my receipts and I just found out that, what I sold it for was less than what the woman paid. So what happened to the difference? So this was in the days where, we had a cash economy in Nigeria. That was before things became cashless. Cashless only happened in the last 5 years or thereabout. Before, everything was just cash. And the thing is that even up till now, a lot of businesses still run with cash. Like the guy that called me a few months ago, complaining about, people working for him. He sells clothing, and he said, they collect cash. Somebody comes to buy a top, his salespeople, they collect cash. But he's not confident that all the money is getting to him. So I had to talk to him about inventory management and how he had to do his inventory so that he's not losing money. So the thing is, it's very, very, very hard. It's very difficult. There's so many challenges. As a business owner, there's so many things that you have to face, and there's so many things that you have to, so many hurdles you have to go over. And when you don't have, employees that can work for you and make life a bit easier for you to be able to concentrate on other aspects of the business, is an absolute challenge. So my takeaway from all this is that, I my era of, saying that, oh, my staff has stayed with me for, everybody can leave at whenever they want to leave. There's nothing wrong with it, but the thing is, I don't know. I don't want this to happen to me again. I really don't. And it was crazy, the fact that it happened. If it happened at a certain time and then a few months later it happened, this was like back to back to back to back to back. I had literally 4 wrong people back to back within the space of how many months? In less than 6 months. So it's a real challenge. And honestly, when you're interviewing people, you need to do your homework, you need to do due diligence basically, and just see how well you can vet through people that you're hiring. So if for example, if I'm hiring people, I want a passport photograph of you. I want a passport photograph of your guarantors with your guarantor form filled. And now I don't even really do agents anymore. Only if you have a reliable agent, you can use your agent. I don't think I have any reliable agents anymore. So I just go direct. I just source for my vacancies direct, and I interview them myself. I give them the guarantor forms, and I call the guarantors. I send people to the locations where they live to help me find out, certain things. Just find out a lot of stuff so that when things happen, when things go on in the business or whatever, you have somewhere to go to and say, okay, this person is coming from this person is coming. Apart from that, when people, are very, very willing to give references, guarantors of either previous employers, and you can speak to the previous employers, even previous employers. Let me tell you, somebody went to hire a man as their father. So that happened to me when I had a driver. He hired a man as his father. When we're doing the references, we went to see the man said he was the father, and all that. And then one day he crashed my car, and then went to see the father, and I said, he crashed your car? I'm not his father. He only paid me to say I'm his father. So, this video is probably very long right now, but yes, if you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And yes, today's video was just a chit chat, really. Nothing much. So I'll see you next week. Bye.